Before I introduce him according to this, I must tell a story. 32 years ago, when I was something which I've never shared even with the church, but I went through a real crisis. And I remember I was in another, and somebody called me and said, maybe you should talk to somebody who just came into Nigeria. And I said, who? He said, Pastor Paul Adefarasin. And I said, okay. So somehow he took me to his house where he was staying there in GRA Ikeja. And I was so burdened that I think what happened was that people were coming to say, it's time for me to go. I didn't even pay attention to them. My meeting lasted almost 2 hours. I was pouring out my heart. And there's no time you sit down with him and have a discussion with him that you don't grow inches in God. All right? He's a man with a unique grace and a special anointing upon his life. And in our generation, he was the first to break through. You follow what I'm saying here? So he set a pattern for the rest of us to go through that door. Pastor Paul Adefarasin is a renowned Christian minister, thought leader, author, philanthropist, and speaker. He is the founder, Metropolitan Senior Pastor of House on the Rock, and the convener of The Experience, Africa's largest musical event. He also hosts Something is About to Happen, a television program that has inspired millions across Africa and Europe for over 2 decades. Pastor Paul is the founder and president of the Rock Foundation, a social impact organization advancing education, healthcare, prison outreach, and community empowerment. He is married to Ifeanyi, and they are blessed with 3 adult children. Covenant Nation, let's rise to our feet and welcome, for the first time into this house, Pastor Paul Adefarasin.
It is my sincerest pleasure, honor, and a huge responsibility to stand at this sacred desk in the home of one of the greatest teachers, governors, leaders of thought, the convener of the platform, illustrious as it is, the convener of Wolfbeck and many other conferences that speak to various echelons of thought leadership in the marketplace, in industry, and of course in the church. I enjoy his teaching. For 32 years, quite privately and somewhat secretly, we have provoked one another to love and to good works. And so it's a special delight that evidences we are all coming to the stature of a perfect man, the full measure of the stature of Christ. And that speaks very well, very accurately to the fact that there is hope for our country, Nigeria. There's hope for the country's turnaround, reformation, and that God will do great things in our time. And we're so delighted that he has finally, I know it's some years back now, found not his better half, but the best side of all of us put together in the wonderful, pristine princess, the queen in this house, an angel too, Pastor Toy, Poju Oyemade. Would you put your hands and your voice together as you celebrate this great leadership couple, this power couple?